Hello, everybody. We're back. Couple of us are going, went to incognito here while they shove some food, etc., in their face. Or they just, they're afraid they're too pretty and will make us all look bad. That's my guess.
This is blind us with their glory.
Yes.
Yes.
So, all right. Well, you guys wake up, you have your day. I don't know if you do anything of interest or of note during the day. You let me know if there was anything you planned to do or try to do. I don't want to just jump right ahead without giving you an opportunity to speak up.
Well, I would think that they would be eating and drinking beforehand, and I do have a keg in case anybody wants to partake in that with me.
Well, you are a dwarf, so yes.
I'm an orc.
Oh, you're the orc. Sorry, I looked at the wrong voice.
I have a keg and a bottle of spirits in case anybody wishes to partake with me.
Just
For the
pre-gaming before looking for
Getting-
murderers.
Never hurts to get a bit of morning drinking in.
Oh, this is
Agree.
your breakfast: beer and bread. Hey, was a common breakfast.
Sure, I'll
Mhm.
join. Beer and bread.
It's the good
Now,
shit
I don't
too.
know where you guys meet up. I don't assume you're all staying at the same place.
No,
Especially
probably meet
since
right
some-
back up where we first met together, which is the tavern.
Yeah.
Now at night, same day, during the day. That's what I'm asking. When you guys are meeting at daytime, I guess is the question.
Afternoon.
Yeah, considering we stayed up so late, probably the afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I just make note, just the things to keep in mind, and most of the things have not happened until after dark.
Mhm.
So, what are you going to be investigating during the daylight hours?
Well, we need to talk to the sergeant, because even though we talked to her last night, we still have to give her the info that we gathered last night.
Yeah.
What were
Let
her
her know.
directions? Were where to leave the information?
Yeah, leave them at the tavern again.
Oh yeah, you're right. We got to talk to.
So
Because she doesn't want you bothering her at work about something she was told not to do.
bother with, yeah.
Yeah, so we need to talk to Q about that.
Yep, go to Q, be like, it's a drawing, and nothing else.
And you would have had a chance to briefly give her what you found earlier that night, the previous night, if you had spent some time. Because she was there when you found the
Oh,
corpse
yeah.
of the one. So.
Fair.
So once again, it depends on what time of night or day you're going to show up and what you're going to do. You're going to meet in the afternoon, or if you're going to, that's what you said. So free drinking for the investigation.
Yep, pre-gaming.
Yeah, with the good shit that Mug brought.
Oh, maybe Damaris bought some food for you to try.
Maybe.
Not today. We're gonna wait before we share special meals with people.
Just because
Yeah,
I know your background, so.
Yes, we're gonna wait.
Yeah.
Get to know each
But-
other first.
Mug will
Become
save that
friends.
bottle of spirits for later, but definitely the keg will be shared.
Those who wish to partake, I mean, depending on how, that's up to you if you want to get inebriated or if you just want to social drink.
He's definitely
You
just
know,
social
dwarf.
drinking. What about the dwarf?
Well, would the dwarf know the difference?
Nope.
What is social?
Every dwarf I played. All right.
Am I right?
So it's, if you guys are hanging out around daylight hours, nothing's gonna really happen. Just to let you know. So you got
Got
hours
afternoon to
probably
evening.
to do anything. So if you want to question people, talk to people, you won't find out much more information than you already did. Just repeat slightly altered versions like the telephone game will play of rumors and history. But they all come down to be about the same thing. Few mentions of some other possible missings, but this is not, it happens.
Well, we did. We're gonna try
What
to
was that?
investigate. We did say we were gonna try and investigate those other houses at some point. So maybe might as well do it while
Yeah,
we're
well,
up in
we
the
can see.
afternoon.
Really?
We're waiting for the fun stuff to happen at night.
Yes. Oh, excuse me.
All right, there are
Spicy
various locations in town. I mean, that was mentioned. There was the excuse me. Meatloaf is talking back. So,
Yeah, so is my spicy taquitos.
where I'm trying to remember once again. Names are slipping
Mug.
from my head. The Mercy Hill Asylum. You've already been to the shrine. Excuse me. And there was the Moore House mentioned, the burnt down Johnson House. I'm trying to remember maybe a few other, but those might be some of the more important ones.
Yeah.
If you ask about them, you will find there's rumors that the Moore House was once the house of a diabolist, a demonologist, excuse me, rumored to have done stuff, but nobody ever found anything. And he died 50 years ago, and the house is just decrepitated. The asylum, well, that's been there almost since the beginning. It was one government building or something before it became what it is now, which is the Mercy Asylum. In the poor district of town, it's the only place people go. I mean, rich people just lock them up in towers. Well, that's one opinion.
We could definitely check out the Mole House, see if there's any demonic secrets there.
Might as well. Is it the one that burnt down, or is that the one that...
The Johnson House is the one that burnt down.
Gotcha.
Or is remained as a burnt out shell somewhat. But if you, as you pass it, you see it.
Not nearly as interesting.
There's still some structure to it, but you notice half of it's burned down. Rumor has it that the guy killed his wife and kids and then burnt himself.
As you do.
Yeah.
There's way too many stories of that shit.
Okay. You guys are approaching the Moore House. It's a rundown. It's in the rundown part of Grieving. Moore House stands a 2-story building of stone with a partly collapsed peak roof. Dead grass chokes the small yard out front, and boards cover the house windows and front door. Excuse me. Yeah, windows and front door. The yard is strewn with garbage, and graffiti is written all over the walls of the building, etc. It is definitely a rundown, half dilapidated house. And this is what you can see as you're approaching. How are you approaching? What are you doing? I'm just trying to get an idea as the shapes move behind me.
Well, there's no reason to sneak in.
Yeah. I'm worried about the structure of it.
It might not be able to hold me, but never hurts to try.
If there's a basement, please don't fall through the floor. That'd be very unfortunate for everyone.
At least it's a surefire way to get to the basement.
Please land softly.
I make no promises. But I would like to think that Mug is the one in the front of the marching order.
As always.
All right, let me see a roll 20's friendly to me. Are you guys on a dark black screen now?
Yes, we are.
Yes, it's very dark. It's black. It's disgusting.
All right, let me check
Yep.
something. Let me see if I don't think I got Owen fixed on the other screen, but let's. I will edit it out. All right. As you guys approach the Moore house, two gentlemen, well, I would far stretch calling them gentlemen, as one of them's picking his teeth with a dagger and the other one's just kind of looking menacing at you. What you think you're doing? Scram!
What do we
Well-
think we're doing? What do you think you're doing?
Keeping strangers away from our property.
Your property.
Yeah, we own this place.
This place
We're
is
the rude
abandoned.
boys. You mess with us, you mess with all of us. Now go. Even somebody as big as you can't take our guys.
You really think I give a fuck if you own this place? This place is abandoned. You don't own shit.
Intimidation, anything? I'm trying to see what your
Intimidation, most definitely.
Absolutely.
I was
Yeah,
figuring. I just wanted to make sure we were on the same page.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't know what I rolled for that.
I'm looking it
can
up
I-
right now. It's under the social conflict rules that I have in the rules section.
Oh, you're good.
Intimidate. You use threats, physical pain, or body language to menace another creature and force its cooperation. Make a will or strength test if you're inflicting pain. Attack roll against the creature's will.
Will and will.
Make an attack roll against the creature's will.
Okay.
Get any boons?
And not unless he has a racial one that I'm unaware of.
No, I don't get
Can
it.
I help him?
How would you be assisting him?
Just standing there menacingly, like having my warhammer jump up and down in my hand.
Tapping your hand or something? All right. I mean, you can. I'll give him a boon if you're gonna assist. You get the one boon.
All right. Let's do this will because I'm not causing pain yet.
Yet. Maybe causing pain soon.
Very soon. I just rolled a 7.
Uh-huh.
He just chuckles at you. Yeah. I've seen worse. And
Okay.
they smelt better too.
The moment he says that last part, Mug is going to attempt, because they will probably try to stop this, put his hand on his head and try to squeeze.
Okay, if you're making a grabbing attack.
Basically,
Yep.
yeah, he's trying
Yep.
to like
Okay.
crush his head.
Squish.
But I'm going to ask for initiative now.
That works
Fair.
perfectly fine.
How close? I mean, yeah, you're within a step or two of each other, so that'd work.
Mhm.
Where is initiative at?
Click on your icon, excuse me, your token, and then a thing will appear at the top, a bar, or should appear at the top.
You click on the token or on the sheet?
Token. Click on your
Token.
token.
Click on token. Got 3 numbers.
Yep. Now click
In
at the
red.
top of your page, underneath on the upper left, upper corner.
So the fast and slow, basically, yeah.
Don't you see the little bar up
No,
there
I don't have a bar.
by the 3? Okay.
I don't have
Just
a 3.
Nope. Just tell me what you want to do then, Tomie. If you want to go fast or slow on the initiative.
I'll go
All you gotta
fast
do.
'cause I'm right in front of him.
Okay.
I'm on slow.
Fast.
Okay. You can see the initiative, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know
See
why you're
it,
not
just
seeing the buttons up at the top.
Oh, okay. You meant that bar. I don't have to click on my token for that. That just exists
Yes.
at the top.
Yeah.
There you
When
go.
you click on the token, it shows up. All right. Then I'm going to add these 2 fine gentlemen here. Yeah. Which one is that? And fast. I got the Maris mug and I'm looking for you, Zach. Are you there, sir? I can hear you now. Just looking for you to click on your icon and roll initiative if you're gonna invest.
Bar on the top that says fast, slow, end of the round, your fate.
Fast as you go, you don't move, but you can do something, or you can just
Oh, you
move.
can. Yeah.
Nope. Right now, what
Look.
you're looking at is click on your
I could probably take a snippet of it.
token, which is Zach. And do you want to go slow or fast? There should be a up here. Oh, sorry, you're not looking at my map. Fast or
Yes.
slow at this time. At certain points, depending on like spells or other thing, you may also secondarily, after your action, click the end of the round so that you can make sure that things get counted, such as poisons or spells, things like that have end of round damage, etc.
Everyone has a 10.
So everybody's rolled or put in there.
All 10s.
Yep. All right. Then I'm gonna go ahead, Mug. You were right there and to do it. You were right up front, so go ahead and attempt your grab.
Yes. I guess that would just be a regular like strength check.
That would be an attack. I would use strength, yeah.
Damn, Mug.
Goddamn mug.
As Mug reaches out, he just kind of leans out and just steps back out of your way, and your hand just catches air. Damaris? Demarius. Yeah, I'm gonna get it right eventually.
There's a U in there, I'm sure.
Damaris. Read the
Mhm.
spelling tip. All right, it is your turn. You're like right next to Mug.
She's more on the defensive in case they do something. Is there a move for that?
Yes, there is a defense move, I believe.
Fantastic. We're gonna
I
be
just have to
defensive
look it
'cause
up. Once
we're
again, trying to learn
squish.
all the little things for combat. Defend.
I'm going to put a link to a cheat
Yep.
sheet.
Yep, I got it in here somewhere. If you look at the in here,
Yeah,
I
it's
just
in there.
it's just having it up and finding it when you need it. But that's
No, I found
definitely
there's one I put up that you can open in another tab.
Defend. All attacks against you suffer 1 bane. All challenge rolls to resist attacks made with 1 boon.
wound. Yep, that's what I thought. I just am not finding it. But thank you for that. Excellent. You're going to choose that. So, all right, keep that in mind when we roll. So I remember too.
Mhm.
Zachariah, it is your turn, sir. I know.
Mhm.
Well, they are now apparently.
They haven't attacked officially yet, but
But they've been grabbed at.
a orc tried to squish one's head, so they might feel a type of way very soon.
Yes, I did.
Attempted. Failed.
What a rub it in.
Nope.
No.
Very first round.
There's no
very first.
no fight has happened yet. It was just a reach out, grab, miss.
And
Yes. They haven't actually attacked us yet.
Damaris moved slightly to the side behind the orc and is appearing ready to defend herself if need be.
Yep.
How
Persuade.
are you? What? I'm trying to think what social interaction that might be. How are you trying to go about this? Whom? Okay, you got to convince both of them, probably. No, persuade. You have to make a will attack against them. I believe that is how it works on the
Yep.
thing.
That's your diplomatism form.
I mean, well, I don't.
Both.
Well, and he makes the finger thing. Maybe we'll let you pay the toll.
There's a toll for entry now.
Well, I'm letting you pass, miss. We could charge other ways. And he winks at
How
you
much is
with
the
it.
toll?
For a fine, upstanding, wealthy-looking group like you, 2 silver. All of you are well dressed beyond the neighborhood, so.
Well dressed.
Except maybe
I'm
the
in
dwarf.
rags.
Well, no, but if you want me to look the other way, I mean, I'm just a second. Okay, I heard an alarm go off in the background.
That's fine.
He looks at you. Well, it's always about the money, but he looks like he's holding something back. I'll give that as an obvious read. He's not a very charismatic person.
How much are you getting paid to even stand here and watch a dilapidated house? What's interesting in here? Is anything interesting in here?
Well, you paying for some information?
Well, I'm just interested in,
I like the architecture.
mm. I love the collapsed roof aesthetic as well. But you said we're the Rude Boys?
Um, Several gangs run around in the neighborhoods and stuff. You may or may not have heard of them, but they're just one of the wharf gangs or something.
I mean, she's asking him directly.
Oh, yeah, okay, you're asking him. Yeah, Rude Boys. I'm sure you heard of us. We run the wharfs down here.
But don't you have something more important to be doing though than sitting watching an old house?
You trying to charm them or something? I'm just trying to go with how you're going about this. Just, I mean, they're
Like, isn't
you're being all
kind
nice,
of
good
persuading
cop,
of,
bad
isn't
cop.
this boring? Should you be doing something else with your life, with your time? Like, you're sitting watching an old house. What are you getting paid to do this? Like, is it drugs? Like, why are you here?
I'm pretty sure this game does have drugs.
Okay, well, I'm just reading the quick little mark here to see if they had anything in specific here. Yeah, the boss told us to watch the place.
Who's the boss?
What did I name him? I do have a name for him, but he's in the next chapter. Just a second.
I love skipping ahead.
Yeah. Jerry. Really threatening name, right?
Jerry, yeah.
Yeah. Scarface Jerry.
Scarface Jerry.
Yeah. Has a big scar down his face. Imagine that.
It's pretty easy to imagine. There's a lot of scarred people around here.
It happened to be the random name generator, but shh. Yeah. I mean, you guys have convinced him, and it's not worth he's going, well, if you pay me, I'll let you know. What do you got?
We've got the lack of violence.
Yeah,
you guys
Mug is
encroached in to help the intimidation, maybe? There's only two of them. Yeah, I can see a little.
She's not intimidating those two. We have a lack of violence.
Yeah.
All right, it ain't worth it, man. The other guy leans over. We can just go get some drinks. It ain't worth watching this stinking place.
Right? I can give you money for drinks. Like, that's not hard to pay for.
Sure. All right.
Mug just like throws a silver in one of the dude's faces, like literally in his face. Just like, get the fuck out of here.
You have to be rude.
Well, Mug is in this situation. He's rude. They already know that he doesn't like them. So
I mean, no, she said directly to him, you don't have to be rude.
I'm just not happy I don't get to crack some heads. Take the fucking money and go get a drink.
Yeah. All right. He scoops it up off the ground as he's rubbing his head where you hit him.
There's like an indent of the coin.
You see the face on it, from the whatever was on the coin. This will get us good. All right. I hope it doesn't fall on you. And they wander away, snickering.
Fucking idiots.
They got money.
Not 2 silver.
Okay, well, I got a question for the group. I mean, it's 10:30 my time. Are you still interested in going a little longer?
It's 11:35 my time. I'm
Okay.
normally at 9:00, but I don't know about the others.
I'm good for midnight.
I'm waiting to
Half
hear from the
hour.
other, because I know
I'm
Zach.
good to continue going.
Zach is an East Coaster, so I know he's getting close to. Did we lose him, or did he mute himself again? No, are you good to go for a little bit yet? I'm just making. Okay, because when we get into here, we're going to start seeing a little more combat. And things are going to slow down, so I didn't want to go. Let me rephrase that. The opportunities for combat, etc., are going to be presented. So I didn't want to get too far ahead, and if we end up, because I got about another hour in me at most.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Open this door.
Okay, once you open the door, it's gonna. Okay, let's go down the. When you open the door, as the characters, this is we're in daylight time, so it doesn't matter. So, let's read some of the description. Okay, the main floor of this area is pretty dirty, ramsacked, and smells of mold, mildew. You hear rats if in the rooms in the area. I mean, you hear rats. You see birds flying through the windows and stuff. It's just as you open the door, things move, insects clatter everywhere, lights spilling into a dark room. There's a smell that comes from it as you open it.
There's smacking sounds coming from one of our party.
As you walk in to the right, there's there's a set of double doors. There's a stairwell going up to the second floor on the left. There's a hallway going further back into the room.
But I don't think that we should split up. That would be a very bad idea.
Probably.
Unless we stay in groups.
The floorboards creak underneath Mug's weight.
I haven't reached the basement yet, have I?
Do not fall through the floor, please.
He had to stoop to get through the entrance and everything. But this foyer or this open area is much. There's no. It opens up to the second floor, and you can see the balcony that leads up to the upper room. Well, upper area. You can see this general area over here, walls and so forth.
Mars just kind of wanders down the hall over here.
Looking down the hall, I mean, you can see there's a hole in the coming down from above, lights coming in. There's a big puddle of water and muck on the floor. I mean, the smell as you move down this hall has gotten worse.
And it's just like rot smell, not body smell.
Uh,
Have to double
it's
check.
I don't.
Does it smell
It's
like
just
meat
a horrific smell. I don't know what your character might have experience with.
Murder.
Um, well, it doesn't smell like blood or any. Well,
That's mostly the thing. Like, does it
I
smell
mean,
like bodies? Or does it just smell like old?
there's the musty smell. There's something maybe rotting. I mean, you're making suspicion. I mean, it's a horrific smell as they describe it in here.
Yeah. Mug is going to like put a cloth over his nose.
I mean, and as you move further in back here, you're getting the smell. You can see as you look over from where you're from approximately where you're looking, Tomie. If you look in, you can see that's like a kitchen area. Give me a perception check.
Sure. Where you at? Over here. Up.
And it's dark, dim in this area. Light streaming is coming in through the boards and the windows, but it's kind of dark, dim corners. The only light, like I said, is coming in through the damaged walls and ceiling and stuff like that.
It's gonna try to like stay against this wall to like not be in the puddle as much. She goes into the kitchen.
All right.
She's just kind of literally just wandering and not waiting for them.
Pause for a second there. I was going to see
so
what the
she'll get a
rest are
pause.
doing.
Yeah, Mug is gonna be following her.
Yeah, just following.
Something definitely died in here.
Checking any of the other doors, rooms, because right now you're what looks to be like an old pantry area, maybe a dining room. Damaris.
Yeah, she's just looking around this area real quick.
All right, pause. You're gonna have to back up a second. I have something there.
Oh God. Fun.
But I wanted to make sure that what the other people were doing, and if you can move.
Yeah, they're just following.
They were following fairly close, is what I'm making sure. Just that's why I was asking. As you move further into the room, how far behind are you guys staying behind her or something?
Just so you know, there's a wall right where tokens are and can't pass it.
Yeah.
Oh, I apologize. I'm sorry, guys. Let me correct that if I can get on the right layer.
There you go.
I'm sorry about that. Does that help?
Yep.
Yeah, there goes my mouse dying.
Well, I'm just saying you're following. I mean, how close are you following? I mean, are you like right behind her, hovering like a shadow, or are you looking at other rooms and areas? So it's not a big area where you're not going to be far.
Yeah, Mug is gonna be behind her, but not like super close, because it would be very tight space if he was right behind her.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get an idea of how you guys are doing a marching order here.
Yeah. Bring me a little bit back.
Yep.
Yeah, so he's in the entryway. She's like inside the room.
Now, as Damaris is digging around or rummaging around from that big pile of rubble kind of in the corner there, a large rat. And I'm talking like 1.5 foot large rat. Okay. Just kind of comes out and just raises its, if you've ever seen it, and then gets down and tries to scurry away from you.
Okay, cool.
But he's nowhere else to go, so he's trying to like get through the rest of you. What are you doing?
Mars gets out the
let it go.
And as he's squealing, you hear some other squealings around. Just to give the ears a nice, pleasant sound of squeaking mice. Excuse me, rats.
Mars just jumps over here.
The rat, seeing her, tries to scurry away. And of course, I'm on the wrong layer and can't grab. I mean, it's only... And then right there is Mug.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and like step on it. Just like slam my foot down.
Just stomp the rat.
Go ahead and make an attack. He's trying to get away, so it'd be an attack of opportunity.
There you go, Mug, for fucking once. It's 19 on a rat.
And what is your... I'm just going to give you 1d6 since you're so large, plus your strength bonus. So
For the damage.
and let me look up the rat. I'm pretty sure he squishes it.
Pretty sure. And hopefully I don't slam my foot to the floor while I'm doing it.
How much did you get there? Oh, you.
Seven.
It's still squeaking, but its back half is paralyzed. It's like you crushed its back hips, and it's still barely alive.
Yeah, Mug's not gonna let it be in misery. It's gonna just step on its head.
And you finish it off relatively easy.
He's just like, sorry about that, rat. Did not mean to make you suffer. I'm meant to be quick and painless.
Damara just kind of started chuckling at the sounds and then just keeps walking.
During the daytime, excuse me, that's a giveaway. You're not really finding much in here but rubble and garbage in this room, Damaris.
Nothing but trash.
So looking for the rest. If they're doing anything, gonna look at any other rooms.
What's in that door across the way? Check that door.
This one? Oh, excuse me, that one. I'm just pinging. It won't let me ping. The one directly across opens up into what looks to be like a hallway. Not a hallway, a closet where there would be a pantry, some other things, stuff like that. Different sets of dishes. All of it may have been there is either broken or missing. Perhaps on the floor.
Alright. I'm gonna move up and just poke my head into this room.
Which room? This one?
Yeah.
All right. As you open the door, the smell is definitely stronger.
God.
What is that?
And a couple large rats are in there, and you see them gnawing at what might a glob of rotting something. You're not close enough to see.
Oh.
What's wrong?
Otherwise, you see this room is a study. There's lots of books that, well, remnants of what were books and shelves now torn, rotting on the ground. The smell of, well, if you could smell it, the musty, rotting book smell of paper and leather.
Bug is just gonna like turn to Damaris and be like, "There's more rats, and there's something rotting they're chewing on. It smells horrible. To study though, there's books. They might be rotted through. We might not get much out of them, but might be worth a check. But I don't know if I want to go in and check those fucking rats."
Are the rats gonna fight over their food? Probably.
You want me to clear the way?
Yes, kind of.
All right. And he just gives off this roar, just like, and just like rushes in, stomping at the rats.
There's 2 rats in there, large. Let me move them and get to the icon. I keep calling them icons because I work all day with computers. And they're tokens.
Close.
Yeah, you want to close the door behind me?
So there's
Rose
2 large,
goes in, she shuts the door.
2 large rats right there. I have to move them to the right layer. Right in the middle of it. I mean, you charge in, they scatter. You start. I mean, what is your approach, attack? What are you doing? You storming into the room, scared them away from what they were chewing on. The one of them
Yeah,
tries to drag it.
he doesn't care if it's trying to drag it. I mean, I don't think there's gonna be anything on whatever rotting mass that is.
Maybe.
Okay, fine. Yeah, I will.
But it sees you and it drops and tries to scatter away again.
Yeah,
Reaching
as
like a
she,
rat will every time you hear it, every time as it does.
as Damaris has shut the door, you just hear muffled like grunts and roars
She
from.
doesn't actually shut the door behind
Oh,
you.
I thought you actually slammed the door.
No.
Look, the way that you react to those rats earlier, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yes, but you know,
You went
they're gonna
first.
run off. They just run off.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, he's basically just gonna like move further in towards the rotting mass and try and.
Well, it's not a rotting mass. They were chewing on a chunk of rotting something. I don't want to think of you as a big mass. Think of it as
What is the mass?
What is the chunk? Does it seem human-ish?
yes. Well, it could be. It's a chunk of what looks like rotting flesh.
If I look like when I scan the room from where I'm at, do I see what that chunk could have been a part of?
There's nothing really else in the room.
Okay.
Torso? Is it an
Besides-
arm?
In fact,
Leg?
no, there's just like a I don't
It's
know.
a
I'm not
blob.
an anatomy specialist. Just a chunk of meat that could
Yeah.
possibly be human rotting. I mean,
This is a
There's just a
glob.
bunch of books
humanoid.
and shit in the room otherwise.
What was that?
There's just a bunch of books and stuff in the room otherwise.
Yeah, well, broken bookshelves, um, books scattered all over the place. Um, but definitely a smell permeating this room. And that little blob that you have at your feet
Mhm.
probably would not be the sole source of a smell this strong. You can sniff it if you want.
I'm not getting any closer to that chunk, but I mean, I could try and find the source.
Using your nose, I'll
My
give you a
orcish nose.
I'll give you a
Oh,
perception +1 boon because you're sniffing. And I'm just being generous.
14.
Nice.
You find something in the north wall
Oh,
that
within
might
the
be
north
opening
wall?
to it. You find
Inside.
what could possibly a secret opening behind what may have been once a bookshelf.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like move the bookshelf aside.
The wave of stench and rotting flesh hits you like a brick wall.
He actually pukes this time.
You will
Well,
need to make a will challenge roll.
just him or everyone in the room?
Anybody, well, he's right there in the entranceway, right? He's the one who's going to see it anybody first, so he's going to be hit by this first.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not what he can smell alone isn't what he's, but what you see when you look down this. Okay, and it's okay. All right, you can the smell is just hitting you. We'll save that roll for a second. I got ahead of myself. Okay. And there's a stairway going down. We'll save that for a second. It's same roll, but I got ahead of myself before making you roll it. So the smell just walks in for the whole room. All of you get, I mean, it is, you manage to not throw up unless you choose to, but it is strong. And on a battlefield, and I'm just saying in my head, it wouldn't be rotten smell.
She's like very slowly following behind him, like at a distance now.
Yeah, same with
Oh,
Premier.
all right.
Premier will be actually a little closer.
I missed something, so mildly something. As you enter the stairs, I mean, I don't, if you, I mean, when you first open the door and you see that there's like a stair, as you turn this going down the stairs, hanging from the stair, like stuck to the ceiling of the stairwell going down, if you've ever, like going down to a cell, there is like a mutilated corpse mm, rotting up there that's been staked or nailed like up there. That's where your insanity roll is going to come from.
Yeah.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
You manage it, but it is rough. I mean, you rolled a great number, but that's
So I should probably be rolling then. Let's see.
I rolled actually good.
yeah, it's just it's a will challenge roll.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, you're fine. All right. Gain 1
As
insanity.
always. Just one. Fantastic.
That's and I'm trying to
This is
remember
very fitting.
You are very disturbed by this. I mean, even knowing your career, this is disrespectful to the dead and to
Yeah.
an extreme.
Have you guys went over Insanity?
I have to review it. It's been a bit. I have, but I have to get once again. But where is it? Insanity, charmed, poison. That's the thing. I always need it when I don't. I can't find it when I need it.
I know exactly where it is, so I'm looking for it too.
She gets. I can't. I don't know if 1 is much on your
One,
character
it's going to
sheet.
be like 1 round.
Yeah,
It's not going to be that much, but
yeah. She's frightened and scared more or less for 1 round, and since it's a. But I'm gonna find it real quick. But go ahead
Frightened
and
creature makes all attack challenge rolls with 1 bane. So for 1 round, it's
yeah.
just like
and
bad
isn't
at
it
attacking.
isn't it 3 banes if you can see the source of your fear?
I think that's more with horrific and a monster.
No, I thought that was frightened. Yeah, it is frightened.
Why can't I find it? Because I'm looking for it. That's why.
It's 1 bane for horrific. Found it. Oh no, that's the wrong one.
All right, but you're in. Just to keep
We're not in
things
combat.
going. But I even put stuff up here. Corruption rules, of course, not the insanity rules.
Do that later.
Yeah, you're frightened, scared. Act accordingly.
Frightened, scared to the point of insanity. Would that wrap back around?
I found it. It's page 36.
I was so close.
It's being scared is the sane response. It's the insane response.
There it is.
This is disrespectful.
You are frightened for the number of rounds equal to your new insanity score. If you are already frightened, you must
What?
get okay.
Yes, one.
You are considered frightened so click on the frightened status for 1 round on your character
I will
sheet.
not do the scream that she does, but there's a
Okay.
scream. So for being subtle at all.
Okay.
High scream,
Any
small space.
chance of stealth is gone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be all right. Okay.
You hear anybody listening?
Now.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you hear some noises from below, skittering. Yep. And as you come down the stairs, you will see. Okay, wrong layer. A pile of corpses, mutilated, pieces everywhere, and what appears to be, I don't know how much monster hit you guys would have, but an undead, like, it's a ghoul, just for, can't think of how to describe it at the moment, but ugly looking ghoul chewing on what was maybe chewing on bones, but now is looking at you guys. But full description of the room so you get a fair chance. The horrific smell comes from down the stairs beyond the secret door, where a large chamber holds dismembered corpses. 6 when if you choose to count them. An iron vault stands in the center of the room. Its door is open. A ghoul is feeding on the corpses, or it looks like it was, because it has the femur of one with a chunk of meat on it and another one in its mouth as it looks at you as you come down. And you hear something from inside. Well, right now, how do you react to what you see? Let's go beyond before we do any more.
Drawing my warhammer.
I'm staring at the corpses.
And you hear a cackle from the corner. You're all gonna die, just like the rest. And you look over and you see what was somebody maybe once in priestly garbs, missing an arm and a leg, crudely bandaged. You just hear cackling laugh.
Probably, probably a very bad
He's
thing has
gonna
happened.
eat you too once he's done carving you.
So, probably the absolute wrong response occurs with his cackling. She starts slightly laughing as well, as if it's infectious. No, I'm here. Kill it. Hmm.
All right, you guys, we can take initiative then. Those of you, I mean, I just click your icon and put it in the initiative order. I'm not worried where you are in the room too much. But we're going to have to do initiative, so I'm going to put wrong layer again. Oh, wrong. He's on the wrong layer. And all right, so everybody in there? Looks like I'm missing you, Zachariah. Raya. Mark, you there? You're muted, by the way. There you go. Need to roll some initiative, sir. Yep, you either get to go with a fast or that means you don't move. You can, excuse me, you can only do one thing. But if you do a slow, you can do two. And I'm assuming all of you are at the base of the stairs or close to it, just for sake of
Yep.
being there.
Yep.
Why are you not? Oh. Flipping layer stuff is ridiculous. All right. Hey, I forgot I put the name in there. Shh, don't look at it.
There's a name. Hmm. Okay. Fun. Great. Glad you got a 3.
Mm-hmm. You came during the daylight when it sleeps. Good choice.
Yay.
When it's at
Honestly, more scared of the ghoul than the other thing.
No. The ghoul's something else. There's 2 things down here. Yeah.
Are you using the revised ghoul or the original
revised is
ghoul?
what I have. I have the revised rules, so
We're going to die.
It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Extremely painful.
If I remember right, is it got changed and it's nastier.
oh, I didn't realize it was this freaking nasty.
Mhm.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
You can always run. All right, you guys are going first, Zachariah. Or excuse me, decide Zach or Mug. You both are at the top of the order there. I'm not too picky. You can be. Both you had a 10. That's why you get the choice.
Decide.
No, we're not fighting rats
No.
anymore. We're fighting ghouls and other nasty undead creature-ish just like things. Yeah, you're not in the right spot. Here, let me help you.
Yeah, they're down here. There we go.
We are in the fun zone.
Here's the door, here's the vault. Somebody's in the vault yet, just so you guys can't see it. You don't know it's there. But you see it on the initiative list. Be quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Well, apparently you only see one. That would be the ghoul.
Just immediately tase it.
Military grade taser.
Yes. I don't have my thing in my hand.
You did hit it? Yep, I tracked it. You see, what do we see when you do this? Or here? No. How do you cast a spell? I mean, I'm curious. Give me a visual. Well, this is a ghoul, but yes, I get it. Okay. So you see him rub his hand, clap. Static shock. It beats rubbing a balloon on your hair. All right. Then Mug, you're up.
All right. And as soon as he hears the bolt zap, he's gonna twist around from his perspective of looking at Damaris and just his javelin at the ghoul.
You can attack. Go ahead. You're in range. Didn't have a problem.
Okay. Oof. Damn, Mug. You're not good at throwing shit, I guess.
He just looks as something zips past his head. Doesn't even.
Just fucking studs into the wall.
All right. Now we got Damaris.
I'm trying to figure out how to do this. So it's a spell. I'm gonna scroll.
Okay.
And how do I actually?
You would have to read it or somehow activate it.
Well, I mean, in terms of like actually like rolling and stuff. So Nightfall Blade.
Okay, let's look that. You showed me that earlier. I have
Yep, it is snipped
some.
inside of my channel.
Yep. Scroll up. There we go.
Oh, it's shadow spell.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shadow magic.
You cast it on the weapon self, and it will deal extra damage.
No, it
So-
forms a solid blade in your hand,
Okay, this one is the solid. Okay.
and it remains until it leaves your hand, or for 1 minute. Blade functions
Yeah.
as an offhand whip weapon with finesse property that deals 1d6 damage and
Yep.
deals 1d6 extra when you get a success on an attack roll against a target in an area obscured by shadows or darkness.
Well, we are in a
Is there light in
dark,
here?
shadowy. With some, what are we using for a light source? Just depend on how. I mean,
Were we using a light source? I don't know.
I didn't have
I don't
one.
think we
I
were.
could see just fine.
well, then it's a very dark room.
Fantastic. When you cast this spell, you can make an attack with the blade created by the spell. So you can make an attack on the same round she cast it.
Okay. But the darkness will be a problem. So, do we have a light source, or is somebody? I'm assuming somebody did something. So we at least have a torch or a candle or something.
Brought a candle. But
right.
when we go through this spell, we're going to put the candle down. Cast spell. Have blade.
Okay, so there's a very dim light in the room. That might be why you missed with the javelin.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have better sight than her, though.
Yeah. Which is kind of funny.
All right, and then for some reason yours doesn't have your name attached to it. Bremer. What are you doing, sir?
Going to attack.
Oh yeah, you cast the spell. So do
I
you
can
get to
attack at the
attack
same
the
time.
same round? Oh, you get
Yep.
to attack same round? Oh, okay.
Yes.
Then attack. You have to
and
close
you
the
say-
distance.
Yep. Where am I at? All right, over there. I'm behind a wall.
Oh.
Cannot move.
I can go the
Here we go.
distance.
Go over here to like leave some room, and I would roll what I roll.
For finesse, it would
what I was
be
looking for.
agility. If you're using
Agility.
finesse.
Okay. Fantastic. Boop.
Or actually, oh yeah, you're using your spell. So
Yeah. Pop. 14.
he barely dodges your blade.
Boo.
Oh, so we're doing.
Almost gets there.
I mean, that gives us a guesstimation of how well we have to hit him just to hit him.
Mm-hmm. And now she's too close to him to be safe. So I need someone to hit him.
Oh, I forgot one little thing as you guys came down here. Make a will save everybody who sees him.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was hoping that you'd forget about that.
Right. Nah. 7.
Ha!
6.
Ha!
All of us are just like, no.
All of us are.
5.
Oh,
Oh shit! All of us are crying.
we're running.
You guys are considered frightened.
Okay, so I have a +1 Bane, so I was a 13.
And it's 1d3 rounds, right?
What was that? Sorry.
I said it's 1d3 rounds, right?
It doesn't give me a specific here, but that sounds right. I didn't at least copy it where I had it.
So put 1d3.
Well, I
Oh,
can
roll.
look. Okay, it's 1d3 rounds plus insanity total.
Okay, +1.
If you're already frightened, you gain 1 insanity.
Was I frightened when we started?
Hold up,
Or did
so-
we wait? for a round?
You tell me. You guys were up at the stairs. You screamed, and it was only for one round. That's
We had a whole
approximate-
conversation, so I think that's fine. So I'm just
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I
yeah,
would
we
say
had a
it's
whole
fine,
conversation
too.
around fast.
Wrong spot.
So 3 rounds of Bane.
Now, once again, you're frightened. You got the stairs behind you.
I only got 1
it's
round.
whatever, it's fine.
I also have 1 round. That kind of tracks for a soldier.
All attack challenge rolls. And okay, that's fine. Cannot take a fast turn. That sucks.
No, you can. That's the old rules.
Oh, I'm reading off the quick reference. That's in
Yeah,
the
quick
the one.
reference will be old rules. Not quick reference.
Where is it? Yeah.
Yeah, on the cheat sheet it just says makes attack rolls and challenge rolls with 1 bane or 3 banes when it can see the source of the fright and affliction.
Ew.
So since we can see it, it's with 3 banes.
Fun. Fantastic. Wonderful.
That's where the runaway part comes in.
I don't want
I don't wanna.
it.
We don't run from our fears, we face them.
Yes. Grab her and run.
Yeah, that would be so funny.
Just go over her shoulder and just go.
All right. Well, it is. So you guys are. I apologize for getting that off late. So anybody actions before were fine, but at this point, Damaris.
I'm too close.
Yep, you missed. You're very close. That was the reason. Bremer. Sorry, your name isn't showing on here, so it's throwing me.
Yeah. Vermeer.
Bremer. Yeah.
Burmese
Running.
Good plan.
I'm
And I'm the slowest out of the bunch, so I should be running first.
Just
you
goes right
just
back up.
hear yep, exactly. What do you say anything, do anything, or do you just see it and run?
Nope. And out of there.
Just,
You hear
just
a
fuck
big
his mouth.
no as he runs away. I mean, discovering the location is still part of your goal, so
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely, 100%.
Yeah, and then we can just come back later. Ow, my hand.
that's that choice.
hmm So he just runs.
Now, there was something just for sake of mentioning, and I did give you guys a holy symbol thing earlier.
Did we grab
Yeah.
it?
Did.
We didn't grab the holy symbol.
Did anybody
Wait, no.
grab the clay symbol?
Well, no, you handed
The clay symbol, yes. The
It
one
is
with
a
the
holy
spell. Renounce.
Yeah, that counted as the holy symbol.
that would count.
Fantastic.
I'm
So
just using that as a trying to give you something. So
Yes.
Yeah, using rush for my action, so move twice your speed, so 8.
you guys are
moving
or at least
16 yards.
all right. So you're already upstairs
Yep.
and possibly out of the study.
Yep.
book it.
Okay, so I'm going to go with the ghoul who's right in front of Ordamaris.
How much is this gonna hurt?
We're about to find out. Does it get it only attacked with a 9, so you may have gotten lucky.
Yeah, what is your defense?
Where is my defense? 11. We're good.
Yeah.
Ah.
Exactly. You miss it, it misses you.
I'm curious, what's your health, Damaris?
Not enough. It's 10.
Yeah, so that would have one-shotted you if that hit.
Yes. Absolutely.
It would have one-shot killed you, like permadeath.
Like the note for the audience. Once
There are more
again, she is
characters.
still slightly laughing as she attacks this creature who could kill her in an instant. Grab
Yeah.
her.
Oh, don't worry. I'll-
You don't really have a light source by you, so you would not see it, Tommy, but you would hear a sound of something
Next to me.
scraping
In the
coming
wall.
from the vault next to you.
Oh, it's a vault.
That's a big metal. Think of a
Safe.
bank vault safe in the middle of the room,
All right, good to know.
and the door appears to be open and possibly damaged or broken into from the looks. I mean, it's kind of obvious.
There's something in there. Fun.
Wow, something broke into it.
And there's scraping
You
sound coming from inside, so something's
yes,
in there.
yes, just adding more to your
hmm
skitterings, so that's what happens there. So we're back up to Zachary. What are you doing, sir? Did you make this frighten check?
Frighten check.
Frightened when you were earlier.
Yeah.
We had to roll you if you were frightened. You did not roll, so we'll need you to make the frightened check. We're seeing the ghoul. Don't worry, everybody else has pretty much failed.
Yep.
Oh. Will,
Will.
just hit your will.
You roll a 4,
The
it'll be
bonus.
perfect. No,
No,
saying-
just hit.
just roll will.
Just roll will. Okay. Here. No, just hit
No.
your 0, the will 0, or your whatever your will bonus
Plus 0
is.
next to will.
Oh,
12.
he managed to.
How nice. He's the only one who's not terrified.
But he's also the one holding the holy symbol for some reason. Coincidence?
Very fair.
All right. It is your turn. Everybody else seems to be, well, one person took off running. You saw Damaris charge up, but now she got missed by herself, but
Almost died.
she seems to be trembling frightenedly. And in the darkness, flares. Shock.
Exactly.
Same thing again. It goes wide, almost hits Damaris as it goes between the two of you.
A little bit of a singe there.
Hmm.
How do you
All
got so
right,
many
Mug,
shock
we're back up
attacks?
to you, sir.
Yeah, Mug is going to like rush nab Damaris.
Just gonna reach out and grab the back of her.
Basically, like throw her over his shoulder and just run up the fucking steps.
Just to make note, you took the fast action.
Oh, can we not
We can't-
change that at the
okay.
beginning of the round?
Yeah, you can
What was
change
that?
it.
You
You
can
started
change
the
it.
round.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
started the round. Can we not change?
Oh, I thought. Sorry, that was me. Just keep going. Yeah, I apologize. Start the round over if you guys want to go fast or slow. I apologize.
Yes.
So click end of round.
No, and don't worry about end of round. End of round's a special initiative.
Okay.
I meant
Just-
to press that. I'm sorry.
And around specifically for resolving effects.
Yeah. I just threw it in there so if you have a spell or a poison or something like that where end of round may make a matter, you can click it in so we don't forget.
I think health potions take effect at end of round, if I remember right.
Yeah, a lot of spells are like that or effects. Just taken care of at the end of every round.
Injector.
Yeah. So beginning of round.
So now you can now it makes sense to grab it
Yeah.
and go. So.
I'll switch to slow round, and I'm gonna go over, toss Damaris over my shoulder, go up the steps.
All right, are you going to come right behind her or are you going to come? I'm just seeing who gets the attack of opportunity.
Behind her.
Okay.
I'm paying attention. I know where this guy is.
And how does Damaris react to large hands grabbing her from behind?
She's gonna stab him.
Said when you do
She's gonna
this?
stab him. She's probably gonna stab him. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm gonna stab you.
Right.
Did
Yeah,
you
it's
say anything
completely
as you
fine.
came up to her, or did you just grab
Just
her?
like-
I wanna make...
He just grabbed his no.
Damaris,
he's gonna be a
go!
stab.
And just yoink.
Okay, so he did say something, so you may be semi-surprised. But you're also very frightened right now, so...
Yes. So there's still gonna be a
That's completely
You
fine.
decide how wholeheartedly you're going to do it. So go ahead and roll if you want.
Yep, we're gonna just do that. That is agility again. Stop. -3. Right?
For frightened right now,
Yep.
yes.
Minus
Fantastic.
3
had-
wounds.
You had the... You got the
Ma'am.
serious one.
Whiff.
Yeah, you whiffed. You managed to grab her. She took an attack of opportunity more or less on you or something. not her
Mhm.
turn, but just for role play. But I'm trying to figure out how to do something real quick.
See who the ghoul is going to
Oh,
pop
well,
in her name
you're the
tag.
one in front, and she put you between her and him. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Get triggered action.
Sorry, I have. Oh shit, I had it on GM roll. I apologize, but it was a 6. Yeah, it was only a 6 to attack you.
Good.
Tim is rolling like he always does for attacks.
Thank you
Yep.
for that.
So
Because that
essentially,
was a
I
lot of
guess
damage.
I'm
that
going
really
to
was. You would have been. Oof.
Yeah. Yeah, it
Basically, I
was a
think
6 to hit, and I rolled a 1 plus all the bonuses, and he had
Thank
12
you.
damage, so I'm going to
I guess I
change that off.
yoinked her fast enough for him not to hit her.
Or you.
You guys just don't realize how bad my dice rolls are.
They are pretty terrible.
So maybe we could have totally fought this guy.
All right, so you pulled her out and you go up the stairs. Okay, we're going on to the next one. Damaris, you're being carried away and dragged. You just attempted to stab your orc companion
God damn it,
with a
Damaris.
shaft.
I'm sorry. I mean, there's not
Alright.
much she could do because, yeah, she can't even throw the blade because, like, it'll just vanish.
All right. The only ones left standing at this point would be for the ghoul would be in the room. Would be Zachariah because the
Baraka.
rest of the have you had bailed from the room, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
He just took an attack of opportunity against Damaris, so does have his attacks. And he jumps from where he is, more or less, and flies at, or appears in the air, and he jumps at Zachariah.
Oh shit.
Ooh.
Zach, what's your
Zachariah, what's your defense? Zach. What is your defense?
Oh
And what is
no,
your defense?
what is your defense?
What is the number?
I don't know if you have from what
Health, left side.
defense is 10. You were hit for 14 points of damage in a single attack.
Ah. Ooh.
What's your health?
He's 0.
No.
He's 0.
Below 0, negative, or
Well, they just
0.
go to 0.
Wait, he still has fate rolls.
Oh, I forgot that.
No.
I apologize. I did forget something for everybody. I forgot what they're called in this game, and I'm glad I remembered it now because it could come in handy.
What did
maybe.
you forget?
It was, what are they called in this game?
Talking about fate rolls?
I don't know if they're called fate points. No, they're not fate points. What are they called in this system?
Fortune points.
Or fortune points? Yeah.
Yeah, fortune.
I don't use them in my games, so I don't even know the rules behind them.
What was that?
I said I don't use them in my game, so I don't know the rules on them.
Oh,
They're
it's basically it's fairly you can use them to re-roll basically, or to I have to look it up again.
The Game Master awards fortune for exceptional role playing. Have a good idea and blah 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 blah.
It's
While you
basically
have fortune, you
inspiration.
can spend it on one of the following ways. When the result of a d20 roll is a failure, you can expend fortune to turn a failure to success. Let me just like snip this because it's like
Yep.
a little blib.
Oh, there it is. I have it in here. I just had to find them. Turn any
I don't think
creature
any of them will
success to
help them.
turn any creature success to a failure.
I don't see that in here.
That's not in there.
Oh, that's fortune points. Is this the other system?
Think of fortunes like inspiration from
Let's
D&D.
go into here. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's rewarded based on role play stuff.
I was trying to
And
figure out if there was something to help, though, for it insulates players somewhat against challenge. And that's for a challenges. It's not necessarily for. I'll have to look it up. I was trying to give you a
put in
little
the general.
lifeline there, sir.
I put the ruling on insta death though.
Where are we at in the?
Put in the general in the Discord.
Yeah.
Yep, I found it.
And yeah, that is instant death.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why the ghoul's nasty at level 0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Anything with
actually,
2d6
almost
damage.
anything can be that damaging. Because think about it, just a 1d6 plus a good sword whack.
Mm-hmm. I read it last game.
I'm the only person that can take the 2d6 off the ghoul.
All right, no problem. We're going to be winding it down here since everybody's running and we got a dead body at the bottom of the stairs.
Yep.
Yeah, Zach's dead.
Zach is currently dead unless you guys are going to go make any attempt to rescue him.
I mean, I could try. I have 12
I'm-
defense and 12 health.
I'm not saying you would.
Toss him over
I'm
your
just
other
saying
shoulder.
you could.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
yeah.
know. This game is meant to be a little deadly, so
Uh-huh.
the fact that somebody died is not surprising, even when you ran.
Look, Mug
Yeah,
knows when to cut
on-
his losses, and he'd rather keep most of the party safe if there's one left behind. It happens.
I'm just yeah,
Run
because
for your life.
I'll
rolling
tell
up a
my
new
story
character is
after
pretty easy.
the stream ends.
What was that? Yeah. As far
Yeah.
as this, I'm just trying to wind down because you guys are all running,
Yeah, pretty much.
screaming out
Yep.
the front door,
Mhm.
and well, it's daylight, so the ghoul probably is not going to come too far chasing you in public.
Yeah, the ghoul and whatever the fuck else that was.
Just come out into the street in the light. It's fine.
You guys have, just for sake, ghoul only moves at 8. I don't know what the rest of you move at.
Premier run or goes at 8, but he's already far ahead. So
Yeah, you took off before everybody else by a round.
I move
so.
at 12, and Damaris doesn't really go by
I
her
move at
navigation
12 because I'm
intuition.
on top of someone who moves at 12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even with her, I'm assuming she's not very heavy.
No.
Yeah, so. Because your description was quite skinny, I believe, or something like that.
She is thin.
And I mean, I have a 12 strength, so it's probably not that hard to pick you up.
Yeah, I'm just making sure, it's like.
She's
So
breakable.
yeah, you guys are bailing. My only thing is where are you going to head out? You burst out the doors screaming somewhat. Some of you maybe.
Panic.
Damaris
Attempting to get the guards, just screaming down the thing, trying to find. What is the goal here? After a few rounds, it's running and screaming. You come to your senses.
Yelling for guards because we found something.
Yeah, just be like, Sergeant,
you
Sergeant,
light it up.
where's the sergeant?
Brown cloaks.
You're not going to find much down here in the slums.
No.
But it's.
I think we
it's
light
going
it
to
on
take.
fire.
There are
Light arson.
choices.
Burn them.
We don't know what else is in there.
Who cares what else is in there?
You guys are probably, people are looking at you now. You're not alone. It's daytime now. You guys went in.
Mhm.
We're definitely gonna be.
Yes, we're arguing in the middle of the sidewalk in public. Yes.
No, and people are staring. You came screaming down the street, yelling, bursting out the door. This is still a poor neighborhood and kind of run down, but there are people.
Lack of shame.
Yeah. They're looking at you and they're looking panicked themselves, feeding off of your panic. So just trying to get an idea of where you're going, who you're going to tell. I'm happy to do with any of
Yeah, I would like to think I know that she said for us not to disturb her when she's working, but this is prevalent information, and there's a fucking ghoul and whatever else in there. We
I mean,
need
just
help.
drop off the information at the bar at the place with the guy.
Yeah,
Well, I'm saying you can head there. It's just going to take you a little while to find somebody. It's not going to be so. Eventually, you do find somebody, a brown coat, and what are you up about?
we were just at the mall house. There's some kind of
Six
undead.
dead bodies.
There's dead bodies. The Father Gregory, he's in there. His arm and his leg is gone. There's some kind of undead in there. And there's some of the rude boys. They're guarding the place. Well, they were. But
He looks suspicious at you. All right, we're going to get some people together. Huh? What did you say was there?
there was some kind of undead. There was Father Gregory. He was in the corner. He was laughing like a maniac. He was slightly dismembered.
He seems disturbed by what you're describing. You guys come with me, all of you. And he leads you to, I can't think of the name of one of the local substations that they have in the city. You guys stay here. And he calls and he blows whistles and so forth. People start showing up and doing what they're supposed to have done,
Yeah.
at least on the surface, as far as you see.
Hmm.
Eventually, after a while, Sergeant Alyssa comes up because you mentioned her name, I'm sure, somewhere in this conversation, or did you
Yeah.
not? I want to make sure I don't assume.
Yeah, he'll have mentioned her name.
She shows up seeking the information that you have, and you present it to her. We're going to narrative this a little bit here because I need to get moving. And eventually she takes off there, but you guys are held here at the detention center or whatever, the little police block that they have throughout the city. Detained, I shouldn't be say held. Eventually she comes back. She looks beat up. A couple of the other guards also. And she looks very sad. Well, that she's very disturbed herself. Well, you did find him. Ugh. Don't know what was going on there. But I guess thank you. I owe you some money. And she puts out, well, let's see, 1, 2, 3. Oh, we found your friend. You know if he has any family?
Only met him at the tavern. And that he went to school.
Magicians can be very squishy these days.
Well, you'll each gain. She says, well, actually, most of the stuff you possibly could have gotten was in there. But she'll give you each a couple silver, 2 silver, for your troubles. What I promised you.
The rude boys also spoke of their boss. We don't know who they were. I think, right, out of character, they didn't say anything about a name. They just spoke of the boss.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
they
The
did say
boss.
a name.
Jerry.
Oh yeah, Jerry.
Scarface Jerry.
Scarface Jerry.
Yeah, I know of him.
They said that he positioned them there. But I don't know why he would have them guarding that.
Well, I don't see them guarding anything or doing anything without getting paid. We'll have to follow up on that. I'll let you know. You guys are helpful. I may call on you soon to follow up on some of this. He leans in. I think they're taking some of these people, she's looking at the cards, aren't taking this very seriously. I think you guys might be helpful to me. But I got to finish this up, and I'm going to be busy probably until late in the night. I'll see you in a few days. Or
Free to
come
go.
look at the bar. Come to the bar in a couple days, or I'll. She gives you something to contact you. And the fact that you had to run away, there's some missing information that I'll have to figure out how to get to you.
Yep.
Go back there when everything's dead and look around again,
That's a
or all
possibility.
confiscated.
Well, I don't know if it would be confiscated or how much would be left, but you might be able to get some details from the sergeant later.
Yeah, that'll probably how we go about it. Is get them from her.
Okay. Though I'm going to be honest with you, there were some nice items, a few items in there that would have come in handy, but
I'm sure.
no longer an option.
Mm-hmm.
But
I went directly where we're supposed to go to.
yeah, and also, yeah, you know what happened to Father Gregory, excuse me.
And also all 6 of the people.
Yeah.
So
And our poor friend.
Yeah, she's very sad.
I'm sorry, Zach, you died.
Mm.
Mark, you're gonna have to roll up the other apprentice.
Second one.
Nobody
Yes.
went back to rescue you because they were running away in panic, and you were a little too many rounds with the ghoul then. Oh yeah, there was no
Yeah.
way to get around it that I could find off the top of my head, so I apologize for it, but gives you an opportunity to try another one.
Mhm.
And we will all be starting at a level 1 next time.
So we can maybe survive a bit
Yes,
more.
you will be able to take a little abuse and have some special stuff. So no matter if you died or lived or whatever, you're all going to be level 1. Or I also know there's a possible another player who may show up too,
Mhm.
and they'll be starting everybody at level 1.
Was that
So pick your
mediocre?
paths, pick your things. I'm going to get ready to drop the stream and go. I'm going to go to the goodbye on the screen. Anybody want to say anything or just goodbye?
Yeah, just goodbye.
Thank you for watching.
Bye.
Yeah, goodbye. Thank you
Yeah.
for watching. Yes, that too. All right. We're out of here.